Welcome to the game room. Waddler-D here, and this is an update video letting you know what's going on, and just to let you guys mostly know that I'm doing a lot better than I was, say, at the end of last month. Just to give you guys an understanding, there was some really weird health issue that kind of came along, and I still have not gotten a full understanding of what happened, but thankfully it has gotten a lot better since the past couple weeks. It certainly was a bit scary because I was trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. And then at the end of the day, it could have just been this one small, simple thing. So thankfully now it's getting taken care of, and now I'm actually kind of with a better mindset going back into recording videos again. To start off with, let's pretty much recap that Arc-Rise Fantasia is complete. There's no more videos for that, and I can now throw away Game Capture HD because that program is a piece of crap. It is not something I would recommend anybody use because there's just, it's just a really shoddy program. And other thing is that I'm done with the main playthrough of Sonic Roboblast 2, but that doesn't mean that we're done. There's actually going to be a Tails playthrough that's going to encapsulate the previous main version 2.1, and you're going to learn how differently the game's level design was back then. And then we're going to go with the latest version using Knuckles, and that's going to showcase the most recent updates where Knuckles can actually, I wouldn't say swim, it's just a swimming animation to make it look more convincing. And most importantly, Super Knuckles, and that's pretty much the main focus on that. Other thing I want to talk about is there was a poll that I did back at the end of last month, and from what it looks like, people were kind of going along with what I was thinking, which was to do it by parts. And I'm kind of glad there was consensus on that because I was still kind of wondering. And I feel that doing it by parts is better by hour or by the whole video, because doing it by parts allows you to break it up a lot better and also allows people to kind of make their decisions on, do I want to watch this part or do I want to watch this part, as opposed to, oh, I have to watch an hour of this video and try to find what's important to me or whatnot. I feel like it kind of respects viewers' time a little bit more if you break it into parts. So I'm kind of glad we're going to keep going with that, because going by hour or by the whole video, that can be a serious undertaking. I mean, I do have moments where I'm like, you know what, I want to just watch this video. And when you're kind of doing the working from home or just chilling out on the weekend, you kind of just want to have something in the background or other to while you're working or whatnot. Definitely kind of works out in that respect, but yeah, I think having just like a video part segment is a lot better. Other thing I want to discuss is the streaming. I haven't really figured out a streaming setup at the moment in terms of do I like which day I want to do it and whatnot, but more importantly, do I want to stream on Twitch or YouTube? I feel like that's been the biggest question mark for me right now, because honestly, Twitch is basically a more niche community where you have a bunch of streamers that have kind of made it and kind of worked on it repeatedly and made a name for themselves. Twitch is also a smaller community compared to YouTube, and I just kind of look at YouTube and like, this is kind of where I started, and Twitch is just kind of like something off to the side that I use a lot because the user interface is really nice. Honestly, I kind of want to try YouTube a little bit more, see if that actually comes off a little bit better, because the main motivation killer when it comes to streaming is when you don't really have an audience to talk to. I understand that there are a lot of viewers, but at the same time, I really enjoy the live commentary aspect because of the live audience pretty much throwing in their hat and saying, hey, this, and that. And that's what kind of crushes me at times when it's like I'm trying to play this game and show it off, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm on Twitch and I'm not popular. It's not to say that I want to be super popular, it's just that it's something that it's something that you get kind of grasp. It's like when you have your friends there, it's great, but when you don't, it's like, oh, okay. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this. So I'm gonna try a couple test streams on YouTube either this week or the next and see how that works. The next thing I wanted to discuss with you all guys is basically the most important thing. It's going to be about this channel's content. One thing I kind of kept in mind is that I want to do at least 2 Let's Plays for y'all, and I kind of want to have like a series off to the side as well, but mainly the 2 Let's Plays. The reason why I want to do 2 is because I want to have one that's focused on content that I have not done, and then I want to focus on content that I have done and want to redo. There is a reason why I want to do that, guys. One main reason is pretty much my old Let's Plays. I'm not proud of them. I pretty much look at them and am kind of embarrassed by them. It's just I just like I've changed as a person when it comes to doing these Let's Plays. I think the main point of change is when I did the Super Punch Out video, and I'm like, wow, this is so much better than everything I've done, period. And I want to do more stuff like that. I want to make more representable content such as that. And I look back at my old stuff, and the first thing that grates on my ears is, wow, I swear every minute in this video. And I just feel like I'm off track on half the stuff. I mean, sure, it's hilarious and it's a good memory to go back to, but at the same time, when I say, hey, maybe you should check out this video. Oh yeah, by the way, I swear about 200 times in this video, so I hope that doesn't bother you. I want to share this content with other people that are not so much into video games or just in general. It's something I'm really like. This whole channel is something I'm proud of, but when you can't feel like you can share your content with other people, it kind of becomes a pain in the butt. It's like, wow, I don't know how I should feel about this, and I would feel is a bit of the reason why I had trouble getting back into the swing of things, because I was always reminded about those really old videos where it's just like, man, I was just a really pissed off kid back then, and it just dawns on me over and over again. But now I'm kind of looking at it at a better light. Like, yeah, I did do that stuff in the past, but let's do something better here. Let's go back and redo some of those Let's Plays I really was proud of. Like, for instance, Super Mario Brothers 2 is certainly going to be the big first old Let's Play, and I feel like redoing that game would be a really nice way to start things off, because I'm comfortable with the game. I know quite a bit about that game, but I really feel like I could do a much better job presenting it to everybody, and that's pretty much my main focus. If that bothers you at all, I'm sorry, but guess what? It's going to happen anyway, because honestly, I want to have some consistency. That's the main focus of what I want to do with this channel. I want it to be consistent. I want it to not have it so that there's one half of me from the past being the majority of my content, and then the new age me kind of having these more elaborate, well thought out Let's Plays that have, I don't know, that just have something different going on with them, and I feel something a little bit more to what I want now. So pretty much what's going to happen is I'm going to pretty much do more Sonic Robo Blast 2 stuff as the new content, and then I'm going to redo Super Mario Brothers 2 as the old content, and I'm going to do something a little bit different with that one, since I do recall I did not use everybody 5 times equally, so I want to fix that by using everybody 5 times equally, so I can get the best ending, in my opinion. Last thing, for the new Let's Play, the 2 at a time, basically I want to have it so you guys can choose what I do for the next one, the next new one. And I did say, yeah, I want to do Shovel Knight, but it's not the only one I want to do. Actually, I have at least one to two more in my head that I'm like, yeah, that would be really cool to get started on. And guess what you guys are going to help me with? You're going to help me decide what I should do next after Sonic Roboblast is kind of nearing its completion. Like, for instance, once the Knuckles playthrough is done and the little extra stuff, then I think I can get started on the next one. And I have three choices, and I'm not going to tell you here. I'm going to wait for the community poll to come up, and that's going to be in the community section of the channel. And then at that point, it'll let you guys decide on what's going to happen next. And honestly, there's some pretty good choices. Like one they're all games that have been kind of recently released, or at least two of them are. One's kind of not, but I still want to do that one because it is a very cherished kind of game, but in a strange kind of way. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, I really want you guys to take a look at that list and decide on one of those three that you want. So keep a lookout for that. One last thing to talk about, and I want to just take the time to thank you all for all the viewership, the comments, the likes, and whatnot. I'm really grateful for that. It really helps the motivation, and it really helps reinforce my desire to do this more and more, because it kind of makes me think, man, I could have done this sooner, but I can't think of it that way. I got to think of, yes, we're going to do it now. And I feel that this year has been a very, very scary year, and I honestly think that the internet has been a nice ally to this whole situation because of how everyone can keep in touch in various forms using the internet. I don't believe it's definitely not the only way, but it's certainly one of the most prominent ways at this rate. And I think as a result of me rebooting this YouTube channel, it's nice to get back into a mindset where I'm actually using this energy that's usually very nervous and anxious about what's going to happen with all this uncertainty and chaos. But now I'm using it for something positive and productive by uploading videos and just kind of talking about something that I know I will have fun with and just discussing with other people. It really makes me happy to be a part of that. And honestly, I think one thing that we should focus on this year is that we're all in this together and we'll get through it. I feel that message is going to be a very important thing because we are all experiencing the same pandemic issue, and we all have our different struggles, but at the same time, there's just one thing that we can kind of unify against, and it's just this pandemic. We have to understand that this is a virus that is pretty much causing a humongous change in our daily life. So I feel one thing that is important is to support one another and to try to pretty much throw your hat in somebody else's ring, say what's up, definitely like your content and whatnot, and just in general, like, help each other out. I feel that's the biggest thing, because we don't know how things are going to be when this is all said and done, and we don't know what the new normal is going to be too, but it's definitely going to be a change. But at the same time, I think if we are all focused on just getting through it together, we can come up with a brighter future that most people might not see at this time, but it could be there. It could be just right around the corner. You never know, because this year's just been so crazy. But I really hope you guys have a good day and a good rest of your week. I will definitely be keeping in touch and certainly providing more or community posts and whatnot, but definitely stay safe out there and stay healthy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and adios.